Okay, so recipe today is for a lemon drizzle cake. So I'm going to talk you through the ingredients first of all. So you're going to need 175 grams of softened butter, 175 grams of caster sugar, 3 eggs beaten, 225 grams of self-raising flour, 2 tablespoons of milk, the zest of 2 lemons finely grated, 6 tablespoons of lemon juice, and 3 tablespoons of golden syrup. So that's your ingredients, and the equipment you're going to need is obviously mixing bowls, or I'm going to be using my mixer, measuring spoons, and also a 900 gram loaf tin. And you're going to line this and grease it, or you can use a silicone loaf pan set on a baking tray. Okay, so here we go. I'm going to talk you through the method in how to make a lemon drizzle cake. Okay, so you want to preheat your oven to 180 degrees C, 350 degrees Fahrenheit, or gas mark 4. And while that's heating, I'm going to go through the method. And as I said, I'm going to be using my stand mixer. So the first thing you need to do is you need to add your butter and your sugar to your mixing bowl. And we're just going to cream those lightly together. And while those are creaming together, I'm going to beat my eggs. So when that's creamed through, you can see there it's creamed up nicely. So I'm going to add the eggs a bit at a time, along with a spoonful of flour. It doesn't curdle. So now you need to add your remaining flour and fold it in. So I'm going to lower the setting on this now. Just gently, so I'm just going to put it on the lowest one. Just gently folding the remains of the flour. Okay, so that's looking nice. So the final thing you need to add in here is your lemon juice, but half the lemon juice. So we have 6 tablespoons of lemon juice, so you just want to add 3 of it. So there we go. And then finally mix that in. Okay, so we now have our cake mixture. Just going to lift that out. Okay, so now we have our lined tin. I use one of these cake liners, the loaf tin liners, but make sure you line and grease it thoroughly unless you're using a silicone mould. And then we're just going to add in your cake mixture. So, there we go. Okay, so just level it all off as evenly as possible. Excuse my arm. There we go. Level all that off. Now that will now go into the oven for an hour. So you just need to bake that now in the oven for an hour. So like I said, it was gas mark 180 degrees C, 350 degrees Fahrenheit, or gas mark 4. So in there for an hour, and then I'll show you what it looks like. Okay, so while that's just finishing off its cooking, probably just before it's ready, we want to make your actual drizzle for the cake. So, in a pan, a little saucepan, you need to put in your 3 tablespoons of golden syrup. That's one. 2, and 3. There we go. So 3 tablespoons of golden syrup and your remaining 3 tablespoons of lemon juice. And then we're just going to heat that until your syrup has melted together. There we go, and that's all melted together. So really it didn't need a lot of heat to that, and that is ready for when our cake comes out of the oven. Okay, so the time has just gone off, and here we have our cake. So I'm just going to check that it is cooked through in the middle. So just use a skewer, and that looks as though it is cooked because that is coming out absolutely spot on, clean, with absolutely no mixture on there at all whatsoever. So that is nice and clean. So we know that our cake is done, and now all we need to do is add your drizzle. So all you need to do is, with a cocktail stick or a skewer, is just make some holes in the top of the cake, so the drizzle will push through to the middle of the cake. And then you're just going to get your spoon and drizzle it over the top so it sinks through into the cake itself. And make sure you cover the whole cake. So each slice will have lots of that lovely lemony syrup. Just keep going until it's all used up. And it will all sink into the cake, so don't worry, because we're just going to leave it in this going to leave it in the tin to cool off. So while it's cooling, all that lemon will be absorbed into the cake. There we go. So we're just going to leave that now, as I said, to cool off and absorb all the lemony syrup. Then once it's done, you can dust it with a bit of icing sugar or caster sugar. If you wanted to save some of the lemon zest that we put in and mix it with a bit of the caster sugar, you can do to make like a little topping, but I tend to have it as it is. I'll probably just shave that top off just so it's straight on the top, but that looks pretty good in there. So as I say, we will leave that to cool.